Have you ever wondered why some players make aiming look so easy? It's not just talent, it's about training smart and building consistency. Whether you're missing key shots or just want to improve, this video is going to give you everything you need to start hitting your targets and dominating fights. Before anything, you gotta make sure your sensitivity is right. If it's too fast or too slow, your aim's gonna feel off no matter how much you practice. I already made a full guide on finding the perfect sensitivity, so if you haven't set yours up yet, go check that out first. Once you've got that sorted, everything else will feel way better. Now, let's talk about crosshair placement. This is something that a lot of players ignore, but it makes a massive difference, especially in close range fights. If your crosshair is too low or aimed at the ground, you're wasting time adjusting your aim before shooting. Instead, your crosshair should always be at head level, ready to snap onto your target. Think about it. The less you have to move your crosshair before shooting, the faster you can hit your shots. This applies when you're building, editing, or even just walking around. Keep your crosshair in a smart position and you'll notice an instant improvement in your accuracy. Alright, now that you understand how important crosshair placement is, let's train it the right way. You're not going to improve just by knowing this. You need to actually drill it until it becomes second nature. To practice, load up the aim, edit, piece control, and 1 versus 1 map by Zero Build. This is one of the best maps for improving your aim because it has everything in one place: aim drills, piece control, and realistic fights. Now, the part you want to focus on is the piece control section. This isn't just about building fast, it's about placing your crosshair perfectly while editing and shooting. If your crosshair is sloppy, you're going to miss shots, even if your builds are clean. This map helped me improve a lot when I was grinding to get better. Back in the day, I'd hop in here, go straight to the piece control section, and just run these drills over and over. My goal was simple: build, edit, and take the shot instantly, without ever dragging my crosshair all over the place. At first it might feel awkward, and you'll probably miss shots or mess up edits, but the more you do it, the faster and smoother it gets. 10 to 20 minutes a day of this drill will make a huge difference. So as I'm running through this, I'm making sure every edit is clean and my crosshair is already in position before I take the shot. No wasted movement, no extra adjustments, just quick, controlled edits and instant shots. The key here is efficiency. You don't want to be dragging your crosshair around or hesitating before you shoot. Everything should flow together smoothly. If you're messing up, don't stress it. The goal isn't to be perfect right away. At first, you might notice yourself over-flicking or having to readjust your aim after an edit. That's normal. Just focus on staying smooth, keeping your crosshair where it needs to be, and making every movement intentional. If you need to, slow it down and focus on being precise first. Speed will come naturally over time. One thing that helped me a lot was paying attention to where my crosshair landed after each edit. If I had to adjust too much before shooting, I knew I needed to tighten up my movement. The more you do this, the more natural it's going to feel, and eventually, you won't even have to think about it. It will just happen automatically in fights. Alright, now that you've got the mechanics down, the next step is applying them in real fights. Drills are great, but if you don't test them in fast-paced situations, you won't see results in real games. That's where Martoz's Turtle Fights map comes in. This map is perfect because it puts you in constant close-range fights, forcing you to react quickly while still keeping your crosshair placement clean. Unlike normal free-for-alls, turtle fights happen in tight spaces, which means you have to make quick edits, track opponents properly, and hit your shots under pressure. When you first hop in, don't focus on just winning fights, focus on staying controlled. Make sure your crosshair is always in the right spot before taking a shot. Just like in the piece control drills, if you catch yourself flicking too much or hesitating, slow it down and reset. The best way to practice here is to spend 10 to 20 minutes running fights, making sure every shot is intentional. If you do this right, you'll start noticing a huge difference in your close range aim when you're actually playing Battle Royale or Ranked. Alright, jumping into fights here, just focusing on staying controlled and keeping my crosshair in the right spot. You can see how every edit leads straight into a shot, no extra movement, no hesitation. This is why this map is so good. You're always in fast-paced fights, so you have to stay locked in and hit your shots. Alright, now that we've gone through some solid drills, let's dive deeper into refining your aim. This time, we're going to head back to the aim, build, piece control. 1 versus 1 map by Zero build, where we'll specifically focus on long-range aim. Start by heading over to the aim section of the map. Here you'll be tracking bots, but instead of just focusing on hitting shots, we're going to pay attention to your sensitivity and how your crosshair feels as you track them from long distances. Take it slow. Really try to adjust to the pace of the bot's movement. Don't rush yourself. And don't worry about missing. Just focus on getting the feel of the shots. The goal here isn't just to shoot quickly, but to shoot accurately. As I demonstrate, keep your crosshair at head level at all times. This is crucial when practicing long-range aim because it sets you up for more consistent headshots. Being precise is more important than firing quickly, especially when it comes to long-range fights. Now, you might find yourself struggling to track the bots, and that's completely normal. Long-range aim can be tricky, but the more you practice this, the easier it gets. Soon, you'll notice improvements, whether the bot is moving slowly or fast, so be patient and keep at it. Alright, now let's talk about consistency. We've covered a lot in this video: piece control, building, fighting against real players, and now refining our aim. But none of this matters if you're not consistent. It doesn't matter how good your piece control or building is if your aim isn't sharp. And it doesn't matter how great your aim is if you can't land your shots consistently in real fights. The best way to improve? Make these drills part of your routine. Even if it's just 5 to 10 minutes a day, staying consistent is what will actually make a difference in your gameplay. Consistency doesn't mean grinding for hours, it means putting in focused time every day. Over time, you'll start to feel your aim getting smoother, your reactions becoming quicker, and your gameplay improving overall. But none of that happens unless you stick with the drills, so keep practicing, whether it's piece control, aim, or real fights, and do it consistently. That's where real progress comes from. And that's gonna wrap it up. If this video helped you out, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. It really helps out a lot. Also, let me know in the comments which part of your aim you struggle with the most. Long range, tracking, close range flicks. I read all the comments and I'll try to help out as much as I can. And if you want to support me, don't forget to use creator code UR1ELFNM in the item shop. I've got more guides and tips coming soon, so turn on notifications so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.